All right, what have you been doing lately?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Oh,
Sleeping.
existing, breathing air, participating in society as a stand-up citizen. Are you joining my game again?
Yep.
And
Yeah, I
you don't
can't.
have connection issues. That's such an odd thing.
I mean, I have a little bit. It's not completely clean, but or I'm not completely clear of it. But at least it's better than what you seem to be experiencing.
Did you send me an invite, or are you trying to join me?
Oh, did I hit invite? Maybe I hit invite because the join wasn't there yet. Oops.
Oh, great! I'm gonna have that like
Yeah,
Steam thing flashing in the corner for the next forever.
and hit what is it? Tab and shift, and then get rid of it.
And the hail, I'm also gonna just delete those. I couldn't find them in the darn
Man,
inventory.
I think I realized why you don't have as much of an issue in this game with dying. Your shield is literally over double what mine is.
Say
Okay,
that
well maybe a
again.
little under double. Your shield?
Oh, because I got a Pangolin shield.
Pretty sure I do too. No, I have a melee shield. It's or a bandit, I guess.
Do you want a Do you want a
Besides, I've never
Pangolin
seen a
shield?
pangolin that doubles the same level. It's usually like 50% or even 30%.
I also have high capacity, reduces max health, and now I've added on the reduce explosion damage as well. Yeah, double penetrating. Thing, even though the thrust at uncontrolled I actually like left on is base damage is also weaker. But I somehow have it also with double penetrating. So if I do this, I shoot a lot of bullets.
Cool.
I have bullets. Would you like some?
I'm good.
Oh, this is another impossible gun? Really? I suppose it is, but it's impossible if it doesn't have a manufacturer or a reload animation.
Hey, you done goofed.
But there's both Vladoff assault rifles, which I know they both actually exist. I just don't know what their like the limitations are on them. I did give myself another Sandhawk because those are always worth it. So if I do this, I have extra bullets. Everything dies when I look at it.
Why is someone shooting at us? Oh, it's you.
It does seem like a bandit, huh? And these magazines are big. The 56 and 60. I'll probably just run with these and probably
I'm
be
trying to
overkill.
like. So you asked like what I've been doing, and I could have sworn there was something I wanted to talk about, and yet now I don't seem to be able to remember it.
I had that same problem. Like, oh, I'm gonna put some leg room in the talking about a good thing this week, and when we get here, I'm just like,
It's blank.
yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, I know, dude. Same here. And it's like the best part is like I'll wake up tomorrow or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, we're supposed to talk about this or that, or I
It's like, oh, that would
should
have
have
been a
mentioned
great
this.
conversation last week. Ah,
Also, I seem to be stuck. Oh, there we go. Okay. You get stuck on these
all
bars.
right, let's gamble. Doing some gambling. Yes, give me that gamble. Ooh, that's some good gamble.
Wow,
Actually,
cool.
I lost 2 tokens on that one.
You paid in tokens?
Because yeah, on those you pay in the Torgue tokens.
Oh. Do you only get the tokens back
Not
if you pay
one. It
them?
just has like a different wheelhouse.
I mean, technically speaking, we can farm infinite of them with the two of us. Because even if you lose it, I still gain them. So every token's technically worth 2. Unless there's like a really steep loss with those. I don't actually know.
All right, how do you think I look?
Like you always do. What'd you change? Dang, I didn't think that'd kill me.
Maybe you want a better shield.
Dang, I lost a lot of tokens on that.
I'm gaining back my tokens. Actually, I don't have any spare pangolin shields. What do you have on currently?
God dang, I got stuck in this spot again. There we go. If you like touch those bars, you just get stuck there for ages. Oh, it's because there's like an invisible wall right here.
Alright, try this shield. The one I dropped there. How's that?
I mean, it's slightly better. It's got,
But it also
crazy
has
amounts
explosive Nova on it.
I also can't wear it.
Oh, pick it up anyways. I can't pick it back up.
My current shield's pretty much the same thing.
I can't pick it back up. But does it have...
Well,
I can't pick it back up. No, come here.
Just be there forever.
No, come back.
Do items despawn in this game?
When you leave, yeah. You're gonna have to pick that up. I can't pick it up.
Why would I pick it up?
It's a better shield for you.
How
How far away from leveling up are you?
Not really. I'm on the last tick.
Are you pick it on? Put it on. Come here. Pick that up.
Why would I put
Pick
it
it
on?
up.
It's still not really that. Okay, hang on. Let me take a look at my current shield. This one gives me roid damage.
Are you
This one does
using it?
Nova damage.
That's a Nova release.
It's no good. I don't need it.
Pick it up.
It is like 100 more shield.
Do you have the proof?
The proof? Anyways, you good to go?
Well, I would like to pick this darn shield back up. Hold on, maybe I can just...
Oh my god, maybe if I pick it up and drop it for you, you can pick it up again.
No, that's not the reason. Here, try that shield.
Did I pick up whatever you threw at me?
I can't believe you don't want that shield.
Why would I want it? It's like
What is your
marginal
current
upgrade.
shield? Mine's at 25, 175.
Well, technically, I guess it's like 1,000 more. This is 14,500, but it gives me a bunch of roid damage, and it's got a really good recharge rate. Yeah, like this adaptive shield, garbage.
Yeah, it's a level uncommon. I don't think it's going to take us where we want to go.
Well, you're the guide in the Borderlands universe. You're my tour guide, so I'll leave it up to you to find the path.
These definitely legitimate Vladoff assault rifles. And these definitely legitimate unkempt arrows. It will get us through any fight that we could possibly run into, and or be involved in. Hold on, turn the music but tiny bit. Oh, what'd you think of the thumbnail? I hope that thumbnail updated.
Let me go on YouTube and pull up the stream.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a minute to select the color I want.
I guess it's good. I don't know.
Alright, I did put a little more legroom into it as a...
Legwork.
It's like perfect catch too. Yeah, there's
Did you do the banner on that, or did that get generated in there?
Nah, I did that. That's a part I generated or got added myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that looked pretty clean. Oh, I thought we finished the race though already.
I imagine we did. Wait, now we gotta
It's
return.
like the last thing we did.
We gotta go steal the
Wow.
key.
That is a very solid barrel.
Just like all the other geometry in this game. Environment? Solid.
I don't know. There was physics on some of those things, like the claws.
I only can imagine if like this game was made today, all the other things that'd be physics and based on all that.
Oh yeah, that barrel would have been flying.
Just so your weak ass knows, I'm the one who locked the forge. Not because I'm worried about you ranking up. I could detonate your skull with but one well-timed squat thrust. But to spare you the indignity of losing a fly boy.
I reference that all the time. The detonating with one well-timed squat thrust.
I don't get it.
It's just like, oh, it's a silly like muscle thing to say. I can beat you by just squat thrusting once and then you'll explode. I mean, did you want the joke to be sophisticated and intellectual?
No, I just don't get it. That's all. Don't get it. You know, I will say one thing. I think you've mentioned the Tiny Tina DLC.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that. I gotta say, all of these other characters blow that Tiny Tina character out of the water. Every time that character speaks, Tiny Tina, dude, that jump annoys me.
Oh, that's the whole DLC and that's the whole game.
I know. That's all I was saying. I'm kind of, yeah, I get a lot. I kind of don't want to do it just because of that. I die on the inside if we do.
Or maybe we'll just do the Hammerlock DLC. Alright. We literally got to go all the way around the ring, by the way. All the way around.
Why?
Because it's on the other side of that fence back there, the quest marker.
That's not what I'm asking. Why do the game devs do that?
Did you get any of that?
I didn't hear a single thing. I was getting destroyed by robots. Yeah, that I will say that is one kind of big complaint I've got. You're constantly under fire and stuff. Like, how can you pay attention to the dialogue?
You're not supposed to?
Well, that might be a problem. Don't think I can actually kill any of these people.
Did you upgrade all your guns, right?
No.
Did you want some?
I upgraded my XP, or not, yeah, my XP to kind of be closer to you. Which I didn't even give myself a whole level. I just give myself like 1,000 or 2 XP. Which at our levels is like next to nothing.
I can only tell if I'm reloading when all the music is quiet and then nothing else is going on. So I can hear the reload sound effect, which plays separate from the animation. Oh, I do have a corrosive gun, that's right.
Ah, I was literally halfway through that hit animation when they killed me.
Hey, you leveled up. You want some of these guns?
Nope.
What if I told you they were legitimate?
Doesn't that makes it even worse? I guess.
That makes it worse? Alright. Care to elaborate?
Well, if it's not hacked, it's probably garbage. And if it is hacked, I don't want it. Because it's hacked.
I'm completely missing the logic here. This game's all about shooting things and not being the coward.
Yeah. Says the guy who was hanging back while I killed all these enemies.
Hey, what you do? What you talking about over there? I was getting you money. That's right, money.
Give yourself money.
Hey, we share that money.
Not when you sell it.
Near the security box. Open it and grab the keys to the forge.
Ah, I blew
You may
myself
come
up.
back there.
Get over here and smell my
Well,
meat.
if I have to hang on for a second.
It's strangling time.
That's what I get for blowing myself up.
Can't make the pain scream from down there.
Oh, my free health. How did I? What blew us up?
That
Did
guy
he
was
blow
a
up?
yeah, he was a detonator. He was a
Oh.
he was a fire guy, so he had
Oh, he took my kill.
don't worry, I'll try to get you another one. Yeah, there you go.
Feel a knife in my spine.
You got it? Do you need more?
No, I can't see a thing. They just cover you in explosions.
Oh, I'm out of ammo. Well, these guns are basically unusable. And we gotta play with the guns every now and again.
Probably should head over to whatever that city was called. Get the upgrades of the iridium.
Oh, back to Sanctuary.
Yeah. At some point.
Oh, what, this Hyperion gun's also impossible? How's that? This Hyperion is reloading like a shotgun, or is reloading like a bandit.
Number 2 badass on the leaderboard.
That's another thing about the Gibbs save thing. It doesn't necessarily tell you which combos are impossible. Because, like, the legendaries themselves actually have limitations on what's possible with them. In this case, I basically had to make... I thought this Hyperion was... This conference call was pure Hyperion, though. Because all the Hyperion weapons reload from the top, besides... Actually, yeah, I think all of them do. Reload from the top of the gun.
This is Flyboy with a message for that vault hunting noob sauce. I am the future. You vault hunters are old noobs. I'm the new hotness. Don't be jelly, you Rook. I'm just gonna K your Ray so hard, you'll beg me to SYITF.
What do you think, fans? Can the Vault Hunter's experience prove stronger than Flyboy's youthful arrogance and weird-ass slang? Almost certainly, but I'll pretend otherwise to maintain dramatic tension.
And they would make an entire game just on that premise of Flyboy. And make it lame.
Do we need a car?
Yeah. We gotta go to the forge. It's actually a pretty nifty area. It's junkyard, but with night theme. Yeah, that's... yeah.
Isn't this night theme and a junkyard?
This is currently arena at night. Yeah, see the difference there.
No, I'm not seeing the difference. This looks like a junkyard to me.
I don't see much junk.
That's junk. There's some junk over there. Look at that scrap metal on the side. That looks like it was made out of trash.
Hey, some artists put a lot of
Yeah,
leg into all that.
Look at that. That's just broken. That's what we call junk.
That's quite the broad definition of junk. I hate to know your opinion on the political systems. Made out of junk. That's junk. Get rid of that one.
I need more ammo.
You need more ammo.
Yeah, to make a quick stop at the vending machine.
Oh, shoot, I don't have that ability anymore. I took it off. The actual, like, punch enemies back ability, pretty darn nifty.
What weapon was that?
Oh, it's a Sandhawk.
Is it corrosive?
Yeah, I copied one, made it cross. So I ran out of video RAM. Oh.
Wait, did you crash?
Yeah.
Oh. Does it mean I'm gonna crash? Yep. Yep, it does.
Oh, I hope this area doesn't need me to, like, delete the graphics.
Well, sounds to me like you need to get a new graphics card.
But it doesn't disinstall inside a laptop.
Time to go buy one of those external 4090s.
I don't have Thunderbolt.
Time to buy one of those external laptops.
You know, now that you mention it, that does sound like a pretty good idea.
Is it really only possible through Thunderbolt?
Yep. The speed. The speed is what you need.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, USB 3 isn't good enough. Or, yeah, I imagine you have some of those ports, right?
It is, but the USB 3 speed just isn't. It's not high enough. You need that PCI connection as well.
Yeah, I guess it does make sense. It's just really surprising to me. I mean, it's pretty neat that you can do it at all, I guess. Because, yeah, those are some high-speed stuff.
All right, I turned the texture down. I probably should have turned the filtering up. We'll see how this works out. If I don't die immediately, should be able to join me when you see that button.
Well, given that it's 32-bit, it's definitely not your graphics card. It's probably some other weirdness going on in the engine. What you got?
Yeah, it would have been quite the selective option to export your Unreal game in not a console favoring format. I'll keep blaming that console generation from ruining those things.
I mean, it definitely does seem like you're getting some sort of mirror leak somehow, which sucks because I'm clearly not. I don't really know what makes us different.
Take down Flyboy. You reach Flyboy's forge. You've just got to open up the access point to his lair. Hey, there's some legitimate weapons for you.
Forge, but good luck getting to my quarters, please, Breeze. My lair is freaking impenetrable. No drag.
Flyboy may think he's defended, but I found 3 access points to his lair. Get to the battle board and blast your way through any of the access points, and you'll get your shot at Flyboy. Poor bastard has no idea what he's in for. Almost makes you feel bad. Almost.
Hey, Vault Hunter! I've got a job for you! Why don't you kiss my ass and get the hell out of this crater? Seriously, numbnuts! Just quit now! That was some Bush League smack talk! Why don't you pay those idiots a visit and set them up for good? I mean, kill them!
You know, you ever think about it? Does anyone ever use the word Bush League legit in like a meaningful manner?
I hadn't heard that word outside of like cartoons and TV shows. So no, probably not.
Honestly, that kind of like tone of language is something that you would never hear in a game today.
My Torgue
What?
security beasties
That's just a Macho Man Randy Savage impression.
No, not Mr. Torgue, the anonymous troll voice.
No, I don't remember what that sounded like. It just sounded like some random person.
I do like the music in the background in this area. Oh, that's why my conference call is having an issue. The manufacturer is Hyperion, but the game thinks it's Torgue. So I was reloading a Torgue shotgun with all the things that are not Torgue. Ah, but that killed me.
Maybe you should have been dead, so you'd be invincible.
I can
Didn't
get
think
this
about that
guy.
one, did you? See, this game is all about the twists. You're better off fighting when you're down, because you just won't take any more damage. Oh, that's interesting. Whenever I hit my map, it brought up like a quest complete reward.
Oh, because you didn't get it from the menu from earlier.
Is that how you've been getting it?
In the cases when you turn in, yes.
Okay, it's the first time it's ever happened.
I guess
mean,
that's the first time that like there's been a selectable mission reward when you haven't been on the selection side.
Yeah. So what do we do? Okay, never mind. Let's see what we're doing. It's crazy. Those massive turrets are absolute garbage.
Yeah, why do you think I didn't get in one?
I mean, I'm sure if they got it, it'd be really good.
Yeah, perfect shot every time.
Oh, shoot. I had perfect shots every time. But I also don't have 3 million health like these guys. Like, if these guys played a little better, they'd be the one taking down Handsome Jack.
They're all vault hunters except us.
Nah, it's just, Dale from accounting. He just happens to be the most powerful being on the planet.
It's a whole Hyperion invincible situation. An engineer gone mad of power.
No, just a regular old dude. It also turns out that the top, 5 million most powerful people on the planet are also just random people.
Just like how it's always the strongest things are just random monsters. Now, like the final boss is comparable
Yep.
to like the raid bosses.
Exactly. Oh, there's a vault symbol over here. It's like the first one that's actually well lit. I could put a lighting source on it. I wonder if you can get on that pipe.
Probably. Might need a grenade jump. Oh, that was a badass rank thing, apparently. Shooting those barrels in the area. I can't even put my grenade away.
Yeah, no way without a grenade.
One thing I didn't do is give myself bada booms.
Do what?
So the ladyfinger, is yours still in good shape?
His working.
I think we jumped down here.
Unfortunately, I still need to get criticals for it to do any meaningful damage. And the slag doesn't really stick very well, but whatever. The criticals are like incredibly specific. I mean, like, you can hit someone's head, but if you don't hit them in like the eyeballs, it doesn't work.
Right in the white of the eyes, they say.
Pretty much. That's what it feels like. It's like super specific. Or maybe it's just like a really tiny hitbox, whatever the case. Does make me not care for Lady Fist all too much.
And plus yours, did you ever get the slag on yours?
Yeah,
I mean, what's your unkempt herald doing? Is that still useful?
I mean, it's my best weapon. It's like significantly more powerful than anything else. But you know, sometimes I want to branch out, use other things.
Yeah, that's always the problem with using the editor, I will admit. Is that you kind of just like snap right into that meta and it's like, oh, I'll never change weapons again. So that's why I'm trying to make sure that I have a little bit of an effort of swapping guns periodically. I'll actually use a Torgue gun for a moment. Wow, the spread on this thing. Are you seeing this?
Man, it's pretty crazy.
Takes 10 minutes for those bullets to go anywhere.
So I've been kind of curious. I was reading something earlier about people who are cracking on Borderlands 1 and 3.
Interesting.
Everyone was saying about how bad 3 was.
Is this a recent thing or just something that...
That's just something I come across honestly pretty often. Anytime Borderlands pops up, there's always complaints about 3.
What would you like to know?
Why?
So,
Why is 3 so bad? Without spoilers, I guess.
you know, someone I read a little piece on this, and I saw someone's comment on Reddit, and it kind of made sense. I'll give them a fair point. But they said, you know, the writing isn't bad. It's just not Borderlands 2 writing. As in, like, Borderlands 2, just like, it gets you those quips. You're like, every little line's a funny little joke, and everything. You see the cadence and frequency. Obviously, I talk more about this during that stream I did years ago. Actually, probably about a good year ago when I was actually streaming Borderlands 3. The environment's extra large and all the maps. So like there's no environments like this where you just like have these nicely condensed, packed areas with like a lot of stuff in it. You know, there's just not much to the environments. They don't really seem distinct or unique. Once you're in like, you go off the planets. I'm gonna spoil that part, so you're not just on Pandora. But like, when you're on the planets, you feel like you're all the sub environments. Like this doesn't look like that crater space that we were just in, right?
Not really, no.
So,
this one does have a little more of a unique vibe.
So each of the sub areas, even the beatdown, like it has a very unique feel. But all like the sub areas in Borderlands 3 are just extensions of the main area. So yeah, there's like linear tunnel areas, but there's not much flavor to them. And the writing, it just has like a modern garbly goop story that's just not a lot of like, I don't want to use words like not love, care, and attention, but it definitely doesn't give off the vibes of we spent like, you know, the time that's needed to actually get the story meaningful and actually continue where players would have expected it. They just like, and it's just like there's not a lot of stuff going on in the story. It's just like, oh, we had these characters that are less annoying because they made them seem like streamers. So it's just like, it just plays on like streamer.
Oh no.
And so, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, oh, we're streamer guys and we make funny streamer noises. It's like, that's not a villain. That's just, you know, getting mad at modern day streamers. So like something like that doesn't hold up. Where there's no archetype there. The like the wrap of the characters around your villain characters. Where like Handsome Jack.
That is an archetype. It's just like a, you know, it's a little too
not to the same level.
modern,
Like they ran the Handsome Jack like not just through pre-sequel. Like he's the main focus of pre-sequel for the most part, and he's also inside the Tales from the Borderlands game, and he still gets a major reference in Borderlands 3 because like everyone loved the villain arc so much. Because it's like you can see like a guy get twisted, he has all this power, but he doesn't do for anything other than like the stereotypical stuff. Oh, here's your favorite character.
Stick to the fundamentals I taught you
Probably.
and you're gonna be ace. What fundamentals? Eat lots of cookies? Shut the hell up, Moxie! You don't understand my process? I take it back, girl. You know I love you. You forgive me? I guess. Sure. Whatever.
Yeah, when you let like a kid talk down to you, like, oh, and there's also like there's sub characters. That's like an annoying like kid character. Like obviously the age up, so like when Tiny Tina, you see her like once, and she's like aged up and everything, but you don't really like ever talk to her. But they have like the replacement character. Like, did you ever watch like the Clone Wars or Star Rebels or anything, like in Star Wars stuff? No.
Well, vaguely, or a little.
I was gonna say like if you know anything about that, there's like the Ahsoka Tano character, and like they put a lot of effort in making her work out, and so like the main creator of that character is like, she's kind of an asshole. Let me go ahead and fix this, and they like do like the annoying, you know, side character that just is too good for everything, and then they like, you know, put her in her place and like, oh, you got to grow real quick. Hold on. They never do that with the side character. They just like kind of like drifted off to the side, and they kind of retcon it by giving you some more missions in the epilogue area. That's like makes the character a little less annoying, but you never like get arcs out of characters. Like our characters I watch, like we see the characters die. It's like, why, you know, why we never like spend enough time with these characters to like really find their death meaningful. They just they basically, you know how like Roland dies here. They kept wanting to recreate the Roland dying emotion over. They like and they beat it into you. And it's like all them dying,
no.
and at the end of the game, oh, they also die. Oh, like she's dead. Oh, and it's like you
Spoilers.
you don't even know who I was talking about.
Well, he said she. So
Oh, well.
some woman dies. Now you done spoiled it.
You're welcome.
You have played 3, right?
I got the streams on YouTube to prove it, and all the DLC.
The whole game?
The DLC is they try to
Where
redeem
are
it
you?
a little bit.
Oh, you're below me.
Yeah, you somehow walked right on top of me. But
Is that...
yeah, the DLC is kind of redeem it a little bit. They're definitely worth playing just for the content at the end of the day. When I played, I knew the story was garbly goop, so I skipped all the cutscenes in the base game. I didn't even give them attention or anything. It just wasn't going to be worth my time to actually like give them the attention. I think this like the combat audio.
Playing the game.
I wish the combat audio could be separated from the main music volume.
It is oddly loud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's significantly louder than that atmospheric music we were hearing earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. I want that kind of noticeable because it's good background music. But the the combat music is always like cranked. I guess if you're playing by yourself without like a podcast or other music going on, it probably wouldn't be too bad. So, in the case of like the story, it's very forgettable. You don't have an archetype of the characters. They just kind of they get shuffled off screen essentially. It's hard to like admit anything other positive. Nothing that really positive comes out of it. And you never really have any characters that you choose for. There's actually too many characters, in my opinion. And they made that a big promise, like we're gonna have a lot of characters. Well, if it's a bunch of new characters, I don't really care about new guys. I want to know how the new guys are impacting the old guys. That's why like Handsome Jack was such an interesting villain, was how he like impacted our characters that were established, made OP, and we you know just dominated a whole space with them. Like how in the world does a corporate man, you know, get dominate a bunch of guys who killed an entire corporation? And like he does it like mostly through policy, not being like involved, hands-on.
I wonder if there was some sort of like chip on the dev's shoulders that made them decide to write the way they did. Because
I mean, it's always possible that the political leanings change and the personal lives change because it
may
was
not
several
even be
years.
political, but it may just be that they don't like corporate people or something, and that's why they added a character like that, or they find streamers cringy, so that's why they added that part. You know what I mean?
And it's
Like, I
one-
don't necessarily, and keep in mind, I've got like a 10,000.
yeah, I should say, like,
I've played the game and I know very little, but
I
that's
would-
what it's kind of.
yeah,
sounding
I guess
like.
I'd say like the very on the nose, like viewing of the characters is hard to like get around. It's hard to say like, oh, these guys aren't anything but like just the annoyances and grievances of our writers without actually meaningful impact.
Right, right.
Like you get that real lack of like, oh, there's like depth and meaning to the characters in any serious way. And it's real easy to like to rail on it. Where like one's kind of like empty on the story, and there's not like a lot of interaction with the game. That just kind of feels like a big game with a lot of in it. We're here like the game tries to keep you paced with some story every time you click on something. Like 3 tries to do the same thing, but we got too many characters and too many corners that don't really impact each other. Everything like it's like a lot. Everything might as well just been like locked story DLC behind like every little like mission or plan that you went to. They didn't really feel like there was a big cohesive narrative besides for like our bad guys showing up every now and again. If that game was like an episodic adventure, it may have actually been better because you could have like slowed things down and maybe even just pace it out a little bit.
You really gonna make me clear this whole area out?
I hit that switch and I almost blew up.
I'm struggling over here, dying left and right.
Hey, I got some guns that you can use right now. Also, I believe that shield gives you Nova Explosion that I gave you.
The guns do me no good.
Have you?
I'm doing plenty of damage. I'm killing them. They're killing me in like 3 shots though. It's just kind of been like my complaint the whole game. Like, they really, like, okay. Borderlands 2's got some interesting characters. I'll give it that. But good God, is the balancing just some of the
Here,
worst.
come
in
here,
the game.
pick up this Norfleet. You have rocket launchers, right?
I don't usually use them.
I
no.
can't pick that back up. Use that. Like make that your lead gun when you're like going to a firefight. It slags everything. Hope I gave you the better one.
It doesn't matter. Probably won't use it.
I won't touch it. I won't even look at it. You can't make me.
I don't appreciate the mimicking there, the mocking.
I can't believe that man's looking me in the eye. I mean, you just tell me how you want me to help the situation here. Want me to go in there guns blazing? You know,
you should be.
arms
Yeah.
swinging, fist rolling,
Supposed to be a multiplayer game. I need you
rocket
to do
launcher
90%
shot,
of the work, I'll do the
questions
10%.
asked later.
Oh. So singularities just go up if they don't have a target.
Oh, if it's homing? Is that what the...
Yep. That's singularity, isn't it?
No, homing is what makes it fly towards the enemies. Singularity
That's
is
only like
the
actual thing.
yeah. Singularity is the vacuum.
Okay, don't touch the lava. It's an insta kill.
You don't say.
You know, what is this, Mario? Everyone knows lava should be damage over time, so you have a chance to get out of it.
And even if you notice back in the warrior fight within this very same game, that was the case.
Wait, really?
Yep.
It's kind of funny, actually.
It's very interesting how just design changes can just suddenly go away.
Let's be real,
with
that
the
was just
studio.
2 different devs. One dev was like, you know, my lava is going to do damage over time, so you have a chance to get out.
I'm pretty sure
Other
all the,
dev was just like, you die, you're good. Done.
I'm pretty sure all the studios, all the other studios like that Take-Two handle the DLC.
I'm not saying the studios, I'm saying the individual developers.
Well, I'm putting it out like that's probably the case, is because
okay.
things like that probably just wouldn't have like made it into a document easily.
Well, I mean, if it's anything like my work, you know, you pick up a ticket or whatever, and if it's not too important or critical to the game design, you probably don't have a document or something, you know? Kind of based on how the ticket outlines it.
Hey, did you want one of these? These grenades?
No, I actually like my grenade quite a bit. No, this is actually all around worse. Well, it
Really?
does do electricity.
Use it. Pick it up. I can't pick it back up.
Well, it'll stay there forever then.
I'm really curious, like, how you're, like, finding, like, stuff that's, like, suddenly so really good.
Well, here, I'll drop this. Check it out. Don't
That's
take
just
it
regular
back,
homing
it's
singularity. This is a
really
Tesla.
good.
Tesla's had that ring of, had that blast ring.
Yeah, but that's a homing singularity.
And plus, this would do more damage over time anyways.
It's a homing Tesla.
I mean, look at
it's
that.
not pulling things in.
I mean, did you want a homing singularity? Actually, what you're looking for
Why
is
would I want another one?
what you're looking for is basically a quasar, a homing quasar. Quasars have baked
Got a
in
homing singularity, and I'm happy with
yeah,
it.
quasars have baked in a singularity. Oh, so like you hear like this background like audio dialogue going on.
Sure.
So things, I'm assuming you do, but things like that in in Borderlands 3 would have just been like the main villains going, "Oh man, if you haven't like subscribed to our EchoNet thing, oh," and it would
That
just be
already
like,
sounds pretty cringy.
yeah, it's always lines like that. Like there's no distincting elements that say this is the area where you hear these lines. Like that audio dialogue only exists in this map. So it gives like
it's like they do like generic audio.
yeah, there's this world drop audio like repeating bits like that.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. I will say that the unique audio pieces in this game are nice because it's like every new area you go to, some character is saying something unique. Kind of makes it feel a little better at least.
Yeah, and all the enemy dialogues like, "Oh man, we're totally got a plan to kill you," but they never. We're like. The Hyperion thing is above the sky at all times, and it looms over you. Like you can turn around and see it right now. There's nothing like that. There's not like, oh, we were actually about to send enemies to come fight you. No, they just like might drop in enemies. It's like, that's neat. You just dropped a bunch of enemies in front of me.
It does sound like standard Borderlands.
This gun's also impossible. Apparently this gun's, it's also supposed to be Hyperion, but somehow is Torgue. Did you see the fire rate on this thing?
Nope. I'm doing my badass rank stuff real quick.
These particles actually move the character mesh that doesn't exist on my screen. Because, yeah. Look at them particles. This was the high light of 2012, 2013. Were particles just like this. And it fires like a Jacobs. What the heck did I do to this gun? Honestly, I want to shove this thing with the conference call.
His army will protect him, but once you wipe them all out, he'll learn that pride goes before a fall. Icarus symbolism!
Oops.
If you kill Flyboy's men and steal his toys, he'll invite you to his lair so he can kill you. Ah, the folly of youth!
I will say I kind of wish
Oh.
there were more secrets in this game, though.
Oh, there's a ton. We just been skipping over them.
I'm like constantly hopping up on geometry and stuff, and all I find are invisible walls. It's actually really disappointing.
A lot of them are just also things like out distance as well that we can't get to. That is visual.
Should we be destroying that cargo buggy? He's got
Yes.
a lot of help. Well, I hope you can finish it off, because I can't hit it anymore. Wait, what? Okay, they do come back. Good.
Oh shoot! I'm out of shotgun ammo.
Fly
We need
boys
to
bleed.
go back to Sanctuary at some point.
It's just a banjo. What the? How'd you one-shot him?
I put the Herald out. It is the double penetrating Herald is just
Must do
it's an absolute destroyer.
50,000 damage a shot. Probably like 200,000.
I mean that was I had the Sandhawk there. Were you shooting it as well?
Yeah, but I'm like doing negligible damage.
It's also the Sandhawk has the corrosive on it, so I'm just melting through it as well.
You see, I do think that the devs probably had pretty good fun making the game. I mean, they turned his bling into banjos. That's pretty good. Why is there just an invisible wall here?
Can't let that memory leak happen. We had to stop it from the physical realm from escaping.
When was Borderlands 3 made? Was that made for consoles too?
No, that was 2019, so PC was really picking up then and mostly in
Maybe I'll
demand.
enjoy Borderlands 3 the most. That'd be pretty unlikely actually if they're talking about streamers and junk.
The gameplay is still pretty enjoyable. I will say that.
I think that's what I heard. I heard that the story and the writing was pretty bad. Not just from you, but that's what
Yeah.
I heard. And then
And the environment is.
Gameplay
If you're talking about samey, it's even more samey. I mean, you would probably like Athenas. Athenas is like techno city feel.
this game is certainly not good in the
I mean,
environment.
you might like Wonderlands if you want the more fantasy feel.
This is gonna be sick!
The path to Flyboy's lair is open. Get in there and bring the pain.
It's not really that simple. I know I meme a little bit about the whole fantasy stuff, but just to set things straight, it's
That's
not
not like
that
that's
simple.
not the winner to every little like thing.
Fantasy is appealing in the way that I like.
I mean, like you can use just a sword and melee weapon to beat that game.
I like a game that looks beautiful, environment-wise, which this game is most certainly not. I do not. I despise the wasteland aesthetic.
And that's why I also bring it up. It does do a much better job of being a much more appealing environment. The areas are more distinct. They make sure there's no air. They do a 180. There's no areas that you can do a traversal by vehicle around in Wonderlands.
Which isn't good. I actually like the boats quite a bit. That was actually pretty nice. It's just, a Dune reference, of course, is going to be a literal wasteland. Not much you can do there. But this game's engine, Borderlands 2 in particular, is pretty dated. Just in
Oh
terms
yeah,
of
Unreal
graphics.
3. Probably Arkham Knight was the pinnacle of Unreal 3.
I remember seeing Arkham Knight and being pretty surprised by how good it looked. But it's been so long, I'd have to see it again.
There's a lot of people who were comparing the Arkham Knights to the Arkham, or the Gotham Knights, the Gotham Knights game to the Arkham Knight, and that Arkham Knight was just like graphically just better looking and more appealing in all the ways.
Were they in the same engine?
No, I think they actually used Unreal 4 for Gotham Knights. It's a much newer game.
That's pretty messed up if, if they're saying the old one looked better.
Yeah,
Dang.
and it was really, it just looked like a really budgety game.
Yeah. To be fair, I've noticed there's definitely been like a push for these smaller budgets in these AAA things.
Yeah.
And I suspect it's probably because they're just like skeleton crewing their developers and stuff.
How do you think he wrote Flyboy on that sign?
What sign?
The big one in there in the middle.
How?
Yeah, how do you think he wrote that up there?
I don't know. They got buzzards and stuff.
I wonder if Flyboy has anything to do with that.
Yeah, he's probably some sort of Han Solo jetpack guy. Though he did look like some sort of knockoff DC villain. Or maybe Marvel, it doesn't really matter. Quick, which superhero in the DC universe uses a jetpack?
Firefly. Oh, he's a bad guy, not a hero.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. Super power person.
Which is also a Batman villain. And honestly, like the personality of the Firefly that they used in the 2005, 2008 Batman animated series also fell along in the lines of how they decided to do this one for the Flyboy. I don't know if that's a coincidence or just
Yeah, hard to say.
And when
I told you about my website stuff, right?
yeah, what else do you have to say about it? Is it coming
Well,
along?
about how I was finishing it and what happened.
No.
And I think that's all I wanted to talk about. So, I was working on the website and everything.
Yeah.
I finally decided to write, because it's a blog website, so you make article posts.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to make at least one. I also have a portfolio tab up in the top of the menu that links to an article, but it obviously does me no good if I have no article to link to. So with all that in mind, I went and started working on my first article, and it's about the development of the website. I got pretty far, almost finished it. And I clicked out of the window to go and get some images or whatever and references because I was linking to things.
Yeah.
And when I tab back in, I'm like, oh, I'm going to set some tags. I click the little tag text box, and the page refreshes. I don't know what caused that. I didn't put anything in there that could refresh it because I knew that could happen. But it did. And I lost all that work and progress and effort. It took me like 2 hours to write that article, so...
I figured
I
you would have
kinda
like
stoned.
wrote it on Word first or something. I'm gonna need help on this.
Well, I can't. Oh shoot, hang on. It's too far away. I could have been there had I known.
Had I known, had I remembered to save my work, it would have all just been nice and dandy.
Yeah, that really does sting though, like, because that's something that, I mean, come on, anyone who's written anything or done anything on the internet has almost always run into
Yeah.
that, like,
Oh yeah.
things just disappear, they just get lost.
There
No
are
fun
some
road.
days where I hear like, "Oh, you should never put things in the cloud," but I'm like, that autosave is a nice feature some days of the week.
Yeah.
It really is. Like when I see that, when I have the chance to, I have my Word documents with the OneDrive. I just go ahead and do it. I mean, there's no reason not to. Oh, but what if you don't have internet connection? Then something else is wrong. There's something more pressing at hands that I need. These buzzers got me. I had to run back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a super badass buzzer. That's probably why I died.
Why don't you finish it off since you got the powerful weapons?
Might as well go and do this while we're at it.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna make an autosave feature for our release that website, and also have to rewrite that whole article, which really sucks. But yeah, to your point of why I didn't do it in like a word processing thing, I'd have to parse it,
Oh.
and I have no idea how the heck to parse.
I just kind of meant for like the
Windows
writing up part.
Word.
Then you just
I
copy
mean,
them later.
I had links. I mean,
Oh,
it
okay.
just doesn't make any sense. I had links, I had images, and the images have to be uploaded on my servers. So like, think about that. It doesn't make any sense unless you copy and paste it, and then you do the functionality for parsing Word format. You know, it's just, I don't want to go read Microsoft Word documents, like literal documentation on their developer stuff to figure out how the heck I parse it. Then I'd have to write a feature for auto uploading and
Could you imagine
auto-adding
being
the
that guy
images.
at Google who did that years ago when the documentation was probably poop?
yeah, no, I mean, if I was getting paid for it, I'd do it, but I'm not. And I don't want to spend potentially days writing something up that I'll never use because I don't have Word on my computer. All I have is Open Office, and that junk crashes every 30 seconds, so I don't even use it. I honestly do most of my stuff in Notepad because it doesn't crash. It's really sad, but like I said, it doesn't crash. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna make an autosave feature.
So how does that work? How does an autosave feature actually work inside one of these systems?
So I'm just gonna do like JavaScript, where every 1 second, or not 1 second, maybe every couple seconds, if there's been no action, no activity, I'll send the update to the server.
I
And then
know.
I might have a table or something that stores the temporary stuff, and they can get cleared out if something. But anyways, that's basically what it's gonna be. Just JavaScript timer.
But what if I push a button and then I keep on typing, but it never activates?
Then the website's not working as intended, and I can't help you.
So is it like, well, you
It's
mentioned.
like asking, like, well, what if I upload my video to YouTube, but then it doesn't upload?
I mean, the way you made it sound
no,
like
it's not.
it's only
It's
when
not.
you are inactive yourself and you just stop doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I was thinking of it. But I might just be lazy and just do every few seconds. It autosaves.
That might be a better option than
I mean, at the
waiting
end of
for
the day,
inactivity.
well,
There's a chance of
cares about
crashing. Or, like, I'm saying there's a chance of crashing while
you're
you're still
not going
typing.
to crash while you're typing. And if that does happen, it's very, very rare.
Oh, so there's only a chance of crashing when it's idle?
I mean, what happened to me was I clicked out of the window, clicked back in, and then I clicked from one box to another. That would be considered inactivity. I'm not like
Yeah.
checking your individual mouse clicks. Like activity would be typing in or clicking UI, not moving your mouse around. Because obviously that involves like P invokes and low level access to like the mouse controls. So when I say inactivity, I literally just mean that. If you're typing, you're active. 1 second after typing, you're no longer active. Or whatever the time may be.
Hmm.
But I mean, you have to keep in mind that I don't want to be blasting my servers with
Pings and updates.
services or anything, right, with a bunch of data, because I have to pay for that. It's all coming out of pocket. So, that said, I am going to be the only one using that page. Potentially you, if I ever get it, like, cross-integrated, but it's pretty much just going to be me.
I don't think there's anything else here for us. Man, for some reason there's just like a huge performance dip just when I look at the middle of the area.
Yeah, I'm not getting any issue. Wonder if you're, like, heat throttling.
Probably. I'm probably thermal throttling on a laptop streaming and...
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, I get it too. Ugh. Wait a minute. It's really subtle.
When I look down
Like,
at
there's
the...
a lot more ghosting.
When I look at them on the ground, it's no problem. Lovely. Actually, when I'm over here by the flyboy area, it's all nice and dandy. Alright. You ready to figure out how Flyboy wrote his name up there?
Yes, let's find out. The least interesting thing on the player. Let's figure it out.
I mean,
Yeah, I recognize that face. That's Face Punch, his logo. You're gonna get sued.
Face Punch? Who's Face Punch?
The people who make Rust and Gary's Mod.
Yeah. No one's
You
gonna miss
remember?
that. There's pipes over here. I must jump on them. I'm jumping on pipes.
I'm gonna make a Piston promise to you, baby. Regardless of what happens with that Piston flyboy, you are not leaving that forge alive.
Man, I said,
Fight these guys.
seems to be quite bothered by us, you know, still alive if he's able to kill us. See, there's secrets. Here's a secret right here. Look, there's a secret chest. And all these secrets on it.
Ah, yes. One secret every level. Love it. I need a secret behind
Yeah.
every rock.
Then, are they secrets anymore or just expectations?
I mean, I don't get the comparison.
What makes it a secret if we expect it to be there? Or is that a surprise you? Oh no, I made a mistake.
Yeah, I think it's probably you're thinking too much on that terminology.
Yeah, we're not on that topic anymore. I died, so it means a whole new me, a whole new experience, and new guys to kill. That's right. There's a burning crusher. We need to go kill the burning crusher. Man, I lost some money. That's a lot of money just to die. How much money do you have?
170,000 or something.
All right. Well, wow, the performance around this area is also terrible.
Oh,
I had to like look away from all the geometry. It's like being rendered.
oh, yeah, I don't have it that bad. Yeah, you've definitely got to be thermal throttling. Like this game, I don't. You said you have like a 3080, right?
Yeah.
The laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be thermal throttling on this. Or, sorry, you shouldn't be getting frame issues with this. You're probably thermal throttling. Do
It's
you have like the well, whatever?
yeah, I got it on the thing, the turbo mode with the fans blasting.
No, I was trying to think of like the software. I was gonna say EVGA because that's what I use, but you're obviously on a laptop, so you're probably not EVGA. But whatever software you use to like check the thermal.
Yeah, I
status
got
of
it. I
the
got it up
GPU.
on the other screen.
Oh, do you? What's it looking
I
like?
believe temperature is just out of the render range of that particular screen. You gotta kill that
Right.
buzzard. He's
Yeah,
holding
that's
still. He's right there. Look at him.
No.
He's right there.
Oh, let's see.
You sure you don't want a different gun?
What do you mean? I just killed him in like 3 shots.
Nah, I was also shooting him.
Ah, you were missing. But yeah. You sure you're not thermal throttling? What's the temperature look like?
I mean, when I'm looking over here, no problem. It's when I start looking at all the geometry in the middle of the map.
yeah, I'm not getting any issues in this area. Could just be the streaming or something. Who knows? Did you turn the bitrate up again?
I didn't change it from where it's been, and the 7. I think it's at 75 right now, and it
Yeah,
fluctuates.
I'm more likely to blame that.
The streaming side as well. Oh, I never did undo the affinity change from previously. Oh, you know what? It gets really bad when I look at the lava. When I look at the lava particles, coming out of this pipe.
Well, let me take a look. See if I get it too. What pipe?
The
One
one
up
here.
above?
Yeah. When I'm looking over in this general area, particularly with the lava at the bottom. But if I'm looking straight up, it's not that bad.
I'm not getting any issues there. Something's wrong. That's not right.
Probably that
None of this stuff is demanding enough to. demand
near
that
memory
much
leak
GPU.
that keeps almost occurring.
You might be right. Yeah, it might be tied to that, or like probably something jank going on there that's just not going well with your hardware.
Get your sheaths busted this close to the end. Once I'm in a buzzard, Bahamut himself could not stop me. I'm gonna show you
Bahamut.
who a badass is.
Oh shoot.
What the heck? I killed that guy and like another maniac spawned out of his body. You know, if you hit Windows G, what does it say for your performance on that? Because that's technically straight from the OS, what it's saying.
Pin. Can I pin that in like... Yes, I can. I'll keep an eye on the performance side of things. So frames, 45...
Well, like the performance on the machine. Your GPU maxing out or VRAM extended too much?
Where's that
It
option?
doesn't look... I'm not sure. I just see a little performance window when it.
Yeah, I got the
Windows
performance
G.
screen. That's what I was looking at. Frames,
I
20.
see CPU, GPU,
CPU's at
yeah,
2%.
FPS, RAM, VRAM,
GPU's at 63%.
and VRAM. That might be the one that's
24%.
an issue. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I have no idea. It's weird. Weird. I mean, your system should be more than capable of handling a game from this era. Do they always run away when they kill you? I mean,
Yep, that's a part of the program to do that.
okay.
That's real
I
annoying.
wasn't sure, but
They did make the fight for your life a little bit smoother. Oh, you got that one?
well, I got mine. Yeah, I was dying too. You can do the work and kill your own.
You saw how he jumped right as I got him killed?
You flew up here on my screen.
Apparently I have 0 frames per second when I'm looking around. Like the FPS is just gone.
Wow, it's that bad?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing 140, 150.
I mean, it's fine when I'm looking over here. Oh, now it's back. It's 80. When I start looking though, it drops down to like 19, 20,
How much FPS does your monitor go?
160. Or when I'm looking straight up and I don't have any lava, when there's no lava on screen, I get a nice 60 plus, 90.
Be ready for Flyboy and the Vault Hunter to face off.
Hey, get off my echo, lady. I only let you co-host as a one.
Here you go. Let me give you this.
Sorry, Torgue, but I'm much better at doing the...
You gotta make sure you save these clips I send you. So you have them when they're not just on Discord.
You saving clips again? You didn't pass me the clips from last week.
Yeah, dude.
Not over Discord.
I mean, I only had the one, I think.
I didn't get a clip from you.
Okay, well, I have it on my computer somewhere.
Oh, what's that?
I-
Oh, the guy
did I
jumping
move
and
you?
dying.
Yeah, you can skip like halfway through that. And then when I turn around after looting that stuff, you'll see the guy you had killed just come flying into frame. His ragdoll.
Yeah, I need to find an editor one day.
Well, don't look it to me. I'm busy. I've got a full-time job, so.
Darn.
And apparently I'm getting more busy, so that's great.
Yeah, so you getting a promotion?
No.
Oh.
Don't talk about that off stream.
Oh, I know for sure I'm not getting any of those anytime soon.
It's a tough economy out there.
Oh, you're telling me.
Apparently really good. Best economy we've ever had. And yet, sure don't feel like it, does it?
That is often the case for some reason. We'll have to see how things go next year. Unfortunately, we have to wait another year.
Oh, really?
Well, I might get a update by early April on potential changes to my material.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's sooner than later.
We can talk about the work stuff off stream in detail, I guess.
Yeah, it's my ambiguous nature of it.
Ooh. See, I have a lot more fun hopping around on these places you're not supposed to be than I do pumping these guys full of lead. Because literally I have to like pump their body weight in lead.
That's why most bullets are not they're made out of elements, so you have to even pump more into them.
Oh shit, I fell. Well, that's gonna be annoying to get back up. You ever get like a jetpack or something?
Unfortunately, no.
This game would benefit a lot from something
You
like that.
actually
This area would.
you might actually enjoy pre-sequel because the movement in that game involves the 0G or the low gravity, and so you're
Is it like super floaty though?
it's it's fun floaty, and you can like slam down when you want.
Yeah, gotcha. Maybe I would. Who knows?
They
I do get the feeling that I'd probably enjoy the more modern games just because they've got some of the more quality of life stuff going on.
that game was still that pre-sequel was just really built on Borderlands 2. I think they maybe done some fixes to it. You don't need to have all the extra 64-bit stuff, but
God, you saying they're still like
they only did the
bug.
like the floaty low G environment thing inside 3 in like a one section, and it's like, man, there really seems like a missed opportunity on that one. I hope you got your corrosive things for this fight with Flyboy.
Nope.
Alright, you ready?
Nope. Let's do it.
You ready for a cutscene?
This is where it aids you, TPR. I'm gonna DT my buzzard with your goddamn spine.
We're ready to start. Flyboy versus the Ball.
Alright. I called it the first time. Buzzard.
Holy shit! Some huge goddamn airship just murdered Flyboy!
That is completely against the rules.
Nope, you were wrong. No buzzard. It's worse. It's a blimp. Or a zeppelin.
Oh my god, look at it like turn. It's so choppy. Why does it like snap to the angle like that?
They didn't have Bezier curves back then. That was a more recent invention.
Oh my god. They only had 32 angles that they had to work with.
They had to keep all those angles inside a single integer array.
Yeah, like, what is going on there? I love it.
God damn it, Piston! You know you're not allowed to interfere with
Oh,
World Magic!
he's gone.
Don't apply to the champ, baby.
Once my Vault Hunter destroys your airship, they are gonna stomp your cheating ass into the dirt!
I am not Rashida. These are tactics.
Gondola, really?
Yeah, we got 4 different names. We got Blimp. If you notice, that was Blimp inside the cutscene. We got Zeppelin in the game, and then we have a gondola inside the dialogue.
I think all of them are right, but Gondola, though.
Hunter, you are now the #2 ranked badass in all of Pandora. So happy I can kill you.
Gondola is what you use to, like, get across rivers and jump.
I'm still alive, coward. You couldn't stop me.
You did great, Vault Hunter. Now get back here and we'll see about finishing Piston.
Stay the hell away from me. You understand? I don't want to see you within a country mile of the camp. Or things are gonna get messy.
Can we go see Moxie in the city? Sanctuary?
Oh, like turn in the quest? No.
Oh, okay. So that is technically 2 different characters then.
Yeah, every time Moxie appears, it's all separate instances.
Gotcha.
I know it'd be kind of neat to just like go anywhere or just turn in.
I was thinking more of it like a gotcha moment, like, ha! Y'all didn't think of this, did you? Oh, let's be real, it's probably just because they didn't have the budget for it.
Yeah, like how do we reuse the same NPC? You don't. You just load it in, and we need all new numbers. Oh yeah, we gotta kill that guy.
You know, oh, they're right. What the heck? Wait a minute. What's he doing spawning way over there?
Because he's part of that like quest that I picked up earlier. I was thinking we would just
Yeah,
like do it real quick.
We haven't. How did his grenade reach me over here? Excuse me. This man should be playing Major League Baseball with that arm. Okay, so I got a question. Do you know why? Oh, how did man? This guy is freaking eagle-eyed too. His shield's back. No. Oh my god. Thank you for getting me on this pipe. Well, I ran out of ammo. You're gonna have to finish them up because all I've got now are shotguns.
I can't get headshots on this guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have grenades. Wow, that grenade did nothing.
Who wants the first slice? Stop it! Stop it! I need to feel it all!
I can't see him.
Alright, let me use this. Killed me?
What are you doing to me?
I did a lot of damage to him. There you go.
You put your bullets where the smack talker's mouth was.
All right, let's get back to an area that has decently runnable performance. Because apparently someone forgot to hit the optimization button when they were reloading up this area. How are you dead again?
Oh my god. Vic, I don't even know who's killing me. That's just how this game goes. You just die randomly.
It's just like what was it? Like the original Donkey Kong, where it'll kill you after so many levels, guaranteed.
I mean, is some dude really sniping me from like 3 miles away? You really need to have like a limit where it's like NPCs from other areas do not interfere with you. It's kind of like Kind of wild that they do.
I don't think this game's getting any more updates. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, there's some notes for Borderlands 4. When are they coming out with Borderlands 4?
I don't even
There
think
must
that-
be some interest, given that they're making a movie out of it.
You would imagine that there would have been news by now about the Borderlands 4.
Yeah, I think if you don't get me back, I'm going to spawn like really far away.
Stop it! Stop it! I need to feel it all!
Oh my god.
Their timer's
Can't
gonna
even-
get really fast.
I don't know who killed me. I don't even see what shooting at us now.
How's that new shield coming that I gave you?
It doesn't do crap. So I'll swap back to my old one. Which also doesn't do crap. It's all garbage.
Did you want to go get yourself a new one offline real quick?
No. If I could edit the values, I'd just give myself like 30 million. Then maybe I'd survive like 5 hits.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting how the values aren't even touchable because they're all part of the generation and the leveling and all that.
Which means basically it doesn't matter what shield you make, it's always going to be garbage. You might be able to survive like 2 more hits from like a Pangolin shield versus a non-Pangolin. It's kind of like wild how bad that is. He understands. He's talking about smack talk. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, I ran out of memory. It crashed.
Oh, really?
Right there at the darn entrance.
Uh-oh, yep. I can't even jump. It's crazy.
Alright, hold on. Let me
And
force
you're
it to
gyrating.
stop. Just to go back in the game and to swap areas real quick.
See, I was going to ask you with the Windows G stuff, do you know how the heck you set your audio to be captured? Because for some reason, it captures, or it like ignores my voice from the recordings.
I mean, I would just use shadow play at that point. I mean, I don't see why would you use the Windows G when shadow play uses the GPU reserve and all that.
Because it's just as simple as hitting Windows G and then hitting clip.
Or using Alt Z and then it's right there, shadow play. And you can disable it to not use up GPU usage. I just think I think the NVIDIA shadow play is just a more superior feature than the
I
Windows
just
G.
don't see why I want to set up something entirely different up from what I have right now. Is missing one little feature. It's really counterproductive to like swap over to an entire new stack of.
Well, it's already installed. I mean, if you
Software.
have the thing installed,
Okay, but you know what else is installed and working?
Windows
G.
no shadow play because you have an NVIDIA GPU. It's already hit Alt Z, like it pops up probably if you have the GeForce Experience.
Alt Z. Nope, nothing.
You
I
have
probably have to
GeForce
log
Experience.
into GeForce Experience, don't I?
You just like
I'm not logging into some crappy software
wait,
just to
how-
record something.
how do you update your graphics drivers then?
I log in at that time, which is incredibly frustrating because I remember the days where I could just hit download and it would download. Now they're like, oh, well, you've got to get an account.
Yeah,
Everything's got to have an account.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've tempted and been so curious about getting a PowerShell script that just does all that for me. I'm back in the game, by the way.
I'm looking at my clips, so hang on.
Chat. There's a chat notice from Xbox. Why in the world, Microsoft, do you update Xbox app? No, why do you need to be updated?
That's what I'm saying. Got to update, got to have accounts. Like, dang.
Microsoft's just like, hey, you're logged in, right? I'm like, I don't know. Am I? Am I logged in? I don't know. Please tell me if I'm logged in. Why don't you know if I'm logged in or not?
You know, to me, I kind of wonder all these Zoomers that are growing up in this era of logins to everything. They're not going to know an internet where you could just anonymously do things, browser.
Yeah, I think like Reddit
People
and
would have
YouTube
it.
are one of the last places that you can actually do that stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. Everywhere else you have to log in to do anything. It's like there used to be forums and stuff you could just anonymously go on and like post and
Participate
stuff.
with, yeah.
Because you could just like type in your username that you wanted to put on the forum, and you could hit post afterwards because it was like, you know, pretty. Yeah, I trusted people back then.
Everyone was trustworthy.
We're talking like early 2000s, even late 90s, right? So a very long time ago.
Can't back up the road smack talk.
I didn't participate in. Well, maybe I did as a kid, but that would have been like, you know, a while after what I'm talking about.
I must say, you've done a tremendous job, Vault Hunter. Oh god, she's using her dressy voice. Once you become the champion, you are
See, like, that's the kind of interaction that is neat. I like the Moxie doesn't even like address her, but all the characters in Borderlands 3 constantly have to like talk to each other. There's no like side talk or like, you know, kind of smack talk. Everything's like hyper serious all the time for a game that's supposed to be like silly and kind of goofy. And it's one thing to have like serious moments like pop up, because I think that's what makes those a little more driven. It's like, oh, it's not all just like fun and games or stuff. Like the game like really emphasizes like, yeah, the angel moment and the angel fight is really serious. There's no jokes here and nothing silly, but like everything will be like, jokes in the gameplay, but then in your conversations they're like all serious, talking to each other like, you know, you can't go and do this, and so you never actually get that deeper dialogue, meaning that meaningful dialogue, because you only ever get serious meaningful dialogue. All right, take the wheel.
Oh no!
Take
I'm
the
not gonna
wheel.
steal the tour guide's job. It'd be unethical.
Did you call me a turd guy?
Tour
Did
guide.
you call me turd?
Is that the name you're inventing for yourself, or what?
I'm just getting all the disrespect right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He hates it. Oh wait, in the world do I have this on? Honestly, was that Northfleet useful? Did you like that?
The what now? I'm gonna need you
That
to.
rocket launcher?
Oh, yeah, I used it during that anonymous troll fight. I have Lady Fist as my slag weapon at the moment, though.
Should get you a grog nozzle. You'll be like, no more Lady Fist, grog nozzle exist.
I don't have one of those.
I mean,
I don't
it's in the
know
Tiny
where I can get
Tina
that.
DLC, and you already admitted that she's not the most attractive character to have a dialogue with contiguously.
Frankly speaking, every time she speaks, it's like little daggers in my ears. I don't like that style of sling.
Yeah, you have to go into this building, just go talk to an NPC, and then walk out.
This is it. Piston is the only thing standing between you and a
Typical
vault
game
full of
design.
loot. You know what to do, sugar.
Nothing unusual here. That's every game.
Oh, hold on, I got tokens. Alright, there we go. I got tokens.
Okay, well, I didn't. Let me get tokens.
Nope, you got near death.
Like 3 tokens off. I lost tokens. Well, I hope you got more than 3 tokens. Otherwise, that was a net negative.
I still find it weird that Scooter is just like hanging out in this DLC. But he's like not involved in anything. You can't even click on him for dialogue. He's just there as an NPC.
Dang. There's another thing. Hang on. Alright, now we're good. I was picking up my tokens. See, look what you've done. You've done
Pass the gambling over.
turned me into a gambler.
He's caught the gambling. He's got a case of the gambles. How do you like those colors?
Wow. I can't believe they can afford those colors.
One actually
I
shoots
think
slightly
that's the
faster than the
highest-
other.
That's the highest saturation I've ever seen in this game. Just don't look behind you.
Like the giant bar sign.
Yeah, the gigantic glowing neon sign. Alright, but aside from that, hang on, let's swap spots.
Drive.
Yeah.
Take the wheel. Do it.
Alright, take the wheel. I believe in you.
You never drive.
I know, because I don't want to do it, so why are you making me do it?
You're not going to get better at it unless you do some driving.
I didn't say I was bad at it. I said I didn't like doing it. There. There, you can have that one. I'll go back and get the other one.
It's one of those days you just got to walk. You just got to run it. Just run a marathon casually. You'll never get out of there.
Oh my god, invisible walls.
Oh, what the hell?
Ooh. Boy, do I love dying. While I'm just trying to get to point A to point B.
Vault symbols over here, by the way.
Oh well.
Ah.
What? The trial gets canceled if that happens?
Yep.
I just started up again. Oh my god. You need help? Just hang in there for 2 more seconds.
Say, what are you planning to do with the arena once the tournament is over?
Oh, probably get a construction team in here to carefully disassemble it. And what the fuck do you think? We're gonna blow it up.
Sugar, I've got a much better idea.
I like the idea of just blowing it up. Are you running out of
There-
bullets still?
Not at the moment, actually. No, I do need to heal. You coming?
Now we fight Piston. You can see the leaderboards as us, dead. I repeat, is still alive apparently.
This is where it all ends, fight fans. Are you ready?
Atticus Rex is still there.
Vault Hunter.
He's number
Now
6
it's
now.
time I fought you in single combat. Gladiator versus gladiator. Versus...
Hit. You were extinct.
giant goddamn metal T-Rex!
Piston, you cheating bastard!
I'm not a cheater!
Wow. All of my health. Right there.
Yep.
Oh,
That badassosaurus is the greatest
but does he have like reflection? If you hit him, do you take damage or something?
He's got barrels on the side that are weak points.
dinosaurs!
No, I just mean like,
I
I don't know, I died and he wasn't even facing me.
battle between good and evil, between cowardice and heroism.
Aww. His barrels are on like the back and the side, so I can't even see him from here. I'm dead.
Oh, you can't. Oh, okay, never mind. Can't get back in. Wow, and he's already aiming at me the moment I'm in the area.
That's the best.
That's. I can't hear crap. Why is it so loud?
Yeah, these CLCs were put together in record time, to say the least.
Hey, the sound mixing is just so off for this one fight. Like, everything else has been okay-ish. I guess the battle music's been a little loud, but like... to turn my audio down again.
No, come back here. There's like one boss, if you notice, there's no NPCs that spawn.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice in that way. It's just a shame that, you know, you die in 2 hits. If the game was a little better balanced in that regard, this would be pretty fun.
Are you gonna hit the barrel on his right side? Or yeah, his right side?
What about it?
If you kill it, it should be able to res. I guess you didn't get it.
That was close.
I mean, he is a cheater, so.
It's a good thing we're immortal.
Oh, no, we actually gotta fight him now.
Well, where is he?
He
I'll
jumped
see.
right at you.
Did he leave? Oh, what the? Oh shoot, the thing's still alive.
That thing? What thing?
Oh, never mind. He was just clipped inside of it. The robot.
Oh, I didn't see it.
You didn't see the.
I guess it wasn't
thing that you're
updated
standing
on
inside of? Where's his critical spot?
I'm guessing it's his engine on the back of his head.
Yeah, that's where it keeps hitting, but like, I'm not sure what part of the engine is critting. It's not the whole thing.
It has to be just the backside then.
Ooh, you see all that damage I just did? Man, my bullets are really cutting through him though. 486 XP.
Why you did?
I don't know, you just die in this game. It's just how it works.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Vault Hunter.
Oh, he dropped the gun. You see that?
Not really, my screen's shaking.
Do you think that voice actor enjoyed doing that?
And that, boys and girls, is the
Well,
story of how the Vault
we beat
Hunter
Borderlands
became
2.
the champion of Pandora.
You forgot the part where the ball hunter kicked Piston in the ball so hard he exploded.
Because that never happened, Tina.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, we can skip the cutscene.
What? I was watching that.
It was the credits.
I was watching those credits.
No, you weren't. I heard that YouTube tab pop open.
Did you not hear? Did you not see Pierre Morris or whatever his name was?
There's a shield
It's
for
too
you.
bad.
There's a
Too bad I missed the starting of that, Curtis, because I didn't know what section that was.
Any good items with a shield? You might like that one.
I can't use any of these. These are all too high level.
Pick them up anyways. You'll be level 43 in a moment.
They're garbage.
What have you
They
been
just
picking up
tend
that
to
isn't
be on-
garbage, though?
Everything on hand, actually. Torgue thing's good. This TDR thing's pretty decent. Well, this is a pretty decent fire thing. That's garbage. Doesn't have an element. Garbage is a machine gun. Machine gun. Garbage shield. I don't know. How are you not seeing this as garbage?
Like, what makes it garbage? Like, damage doesn't mean anything if you can do if you have an element, or if you have a shield that
damage.
needs more than just like a high number. It needs a recharge rate and delay.
I mean, let's be real. That doesn't matter much. A recharge delay and rate is usually within 50% of pretty much every shield that you have.
Like, what's wrong with this shield? Besides it being level 43.
This actually is a surprisingly good shield. I'll take that one. I didn't even see it, though.
What about this other shield over here? This purple one. What's up with this shield?
Let's see.
It's got an
It is
explosive
garbage.
spike.
Look at the capacity rate.
No, look at the
Garbage.
explosion on it. You don't want.
I don't need more damage. I
Yeah, you
need
do.
more shield. Why would I why would I turn half my shield into damage
Yeah,
when I'd rather turn half my damage into shield?
that doesn't. Your question doesn't make sense. That's an option.
No, it does because this is 12,000 shield, which means I will die in half a hit instead of one full hit.
But then you'll have an
The
explosion
enemies
every
will
half
look
a hit.
at me and I will die.
But you'll have an explosion on second wind every half hit.
That does me no good if I'm dying every 2 seconds.
I think it's worth an upgrade.
No, that's.
I mean, what's wrong with this like sniper right here? Look at this sniper. What's wrong with that?
It's a
Look at
sniper. I don't do snipers.
look at that damage. Look at that crit damage on it.
I don't have no idea how to determine the damage of a sniper.
Pick
I
up
only know the damage and learn the damage values that I'd expect for like a shotgun and a pistol,
Like, it's a Vlad
and
sniper too.
occasionally a machine gun. But
Do you
I don't.
do you realize Vlad snipers basically shoot like submachine guns? Pick this thing up. Use it. You're level 42.
Nah. not good.
You're really missing out on a lot of things that make this game unique. Mister, I want to use unique
Really
things.
Not. think you just. I think you
Think you're
are
just-
hyping up
you're just
how
trying to
good things
gaslight
are in
me.
this game, and really they're not. They're like most things are within probably 10%, 20% maybe. So it's like you could go. The upgrades are so minor; it doesn't really make that big of a difference, frankly. Like you're never gonna get a shield that's so good you just stop dying. That'll never happen in this game.
I don't know. Those are mighty reasonable options.
He's still around.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at the menu.
What the heck?
You see something?
I got a an ad in my emails
In your personal email?
for a $27,000 monitor.
Huh? Hey, you're level
That's what I
43
was
now.
like.
Like, what's the
Why
brand?
did
And who's advertising expensive monitors like that?
It says LG Signature 97-inch.
Alright, I ran out of enemies.
I don't know anything beyond that. I just saw it. I didn't know they made TVs that expensive, frankly. I guess it wasn't a monitor since it's 97-inch.
I mean, let's be real here. People would love that right in front of their face.
I don't know, dude. You can buy a car for that much. That's insane. Even if I was a millionaire, dude, that's not even worth it. So why the heck am I getting that in my darn eval? I'm too poor for them to be advertising that too.
You know what? I'm liking this SMG. And it's legitimate too. I
That's
definitely
the
got all
fastest
good drops
fire
on
I've
it.
ever seen. Did no guns shot that fast. Every SMG that I get is like single shot, kind of garbage.
I've never seen a single shot SMG unless you're talking about a doll that has burst fire.
It's not like I memorized the name of these manufacturers.
You get used to them after a while.
I hope not.
I hope there is no knowledge of this game that intercepts my current working living being.
I need
Sleep
none
in
of this imagery
Borderlands.
in my head.
Digest in
Gonna have to pay me
Borderlands.
monthly rent if it wants to be around.
Hey, they charge the game rent for existing and it's a conscious behavior. Yeah, so Pistol, yeah, Pyro Pete is the raid boss of the DLC. But because this game decided to not use the Seraph material, it's, yeah, it's not even possible to, like, fight him without a bunch of stuff. Actually, let's go back to Sanctuary. This DLC is actually finished.
Yeah, this would be a great time to stop.
I was gonna say, did you want to like pop your head into the Tiny Tina DLC just to see what it looks like?
I mean, I am curious, but we can do that next time, right?
If you so wish. That's a whole week though of waiting.
Oh, you can actually max out the ammo.
Yep.
I done goofed. I spent $100 on the last shotgun stuff. I didn't see the price. I would have
Oh.
much rather put that upgrade towards something else, like the backpack even. Oh well. Are there like known ways to farm the iridium?
Yeah, there's like locations that are notorious for giving them. You just do it in single player and you reload your guy over and over again.
Gotcha.
A lot of people just reload, do it right here in Sanctuary on those chests there. Those laundry machines. The washing machines over here.
Oh yeah.
They're always guaranteed to give you like one. Yes, look at that.
I require nothing from you, other than that you please stay a safe distance away from me. I am no
Or more reasonably, you just do that in the save editor. Oh, wow, we're
No,
here.
I will do some offline grinding.
Definitely
Without
legit offline grinding.
Exactly. So you understand. Wait, what?
I think my game just crashed.
I got a cutscene.
Yeah, my game crashed.
Why? We never once went into where the gun shop dude is.
In the true, apparently.
Didn't you crash last time that happened as well?
I think so,
First
yeah.
time we did that?
I had to go back and check the recording.
There's like specific points that are just really bugged for you.
I haven't had, I mean, like issues like that are stuff that I'm obviously playing years ago on those more appropriate machines. Never had an issue with.
I mean, it could just be like some sort of jank with like the hardware. Because
Yeah.
like you've got newer stuff and you know how old games are.
New hardware of old games, yeah.
They're not always like as compatible as they should be.
It makes you think about particularly like software getting deprecated, and you know how like Steam's dropped in support for Windows 7, right? And Windows 8.
I hadn't heard that. No.
Yeah, Steam's no longer going to be available on those platforms.
To be fair, even Windows is dropping them, so you're gonna be hard pressed to find people with it pretty soon. But I guess that is like the last kick to whoever else is on there.
I know, like
Your software is going to be deprecated. You won't be able to use the OS in ways that you want to anymore.
yeah, here we go.
Yeah, what were you saying?
It was a while ago. I couldn't remember. What was it? The measurements of like the Steam. We know how we went over the Steam survey material. And
yeah.
main display. Is it not connected to a display? Yeah, okay, there it goes. Oh, I got the stream looking at my the screen now. But how the like the survey like showed when we most recently looked at it, like how Windows 10 was like the top dog. It's like I don't remember when Windows 7 was like knocked off top dog. Like that's just like how long ago it had been done apparently. That most people like today just getting on these new Windows machines of all like 10 and 11, predominantly 11 now, and eventually I guess 12 is coming around the corner.
2009? That didn't even. I mean, that's not even that long ago. Sure, 15 years, but like Windows XP was king for quite a while. Or maybe it wasn't as long as I had thought. I know I was on Windows XP for like 2 or 3 years after Windows 7 had gotten released.
Yeah, I was Windows 7 was like my main first OS when I was had a machine to call my own.
When did you move to 10?
That would have been probably early 2014.
Okay.
It was probably when I got that black and white laptop I have, that old one.
Yeah.
So it's probably when I got that. That was probably when I got my Windows 10 machine for the first time, and then all the other ones subsequently after that, because of the school, were upgraded to Windows 10 slowly. I mean, I was pretty apprehensive to move away from the Windows 7 machine, just because how terrible the Windows 8 machine was. I didn't like that. Like,
Yep.
you know how we're just so used to it today, like the lock screen on the Windows is before you like activate like Windows Hello or the passcode.
Yeah.
So that used to be back on Windows 7. It was just there. It was like immediately you could start typing into it. So I had gotten used to, before the screen even turned on, typing my password, my password was just a passcode, because you could make your password anything you want, any number of digits. So I was just so used to going. I still actually do use that same passcode in other ways, but obviously nobody knows what it is. And
That's what we call efficiency, though, if you can do it before the screen even popped up.
yeah, well, also screens were a little bit slower back then. Actually, I still have those monitors. I'm still using them right now. Those Asus monitors. They're still
They're not like CRT or anything, right?
those are the
still
old they're old TN panels, but they were like high refresh rate for their time.
Yeah.
The old Asus, I can't remember what they were called, but they were like 140 hertz, and they were cheap and accessible. So I used them as my main display for forever, and those are the ones I had in undergrad and everything.
The TN panels, while they're a little older, they do have like some of the highest refresh rates. So
Yeah,
and I suppose they back then would have been pretty good even then.
yeah, and just in general, the decent, relatively decent quality of them. Like, they were well put together, not necessarily like TN panels, but the monitors as a whole.
Yeah,
just like they last me this long, with no burns, with no dead pixels between two of them. They're still kicking. They're still alive and kicking, no issue.
So Windows 10 had quite a bit of staying power. That came out. When did it come out, actually? Because it says Windows 8. The thing that you were looking at there was Windows 8 came out in 2012. So Windows 10 didn't come out in 2010, like I would think.
No, it was late 2013. I think is when Windows 10 came out.
Yeah, because I do remember it being a thing in college. That's for sure.
Because all those machines were like being upgraded to Windows 10. Hence our little work that we did at one point.
Exactly.
And like, it seems in retrospect, like Windows 11 was like right around the corner in comparison.
I mean, Windows 11 would have come out. Shoot, I only upgraded like a little bit before this year, but 2023, whenever I got the new computer. But when did Windows 11 come out? That was in 2021, so I had held off for like 2 years. That seems to be a reoccurring theme. Hold off about 2 years before we're forced into the new OS.
And so I gotta imagine Windows 12 supports like actual announcement of Windows 12. Windows 12, like, it has to be coming around the corner.
We'll probably see it 2026, maybe.
All right, 2020, Windows 11 24 half 2. It's so weird. Like, the naming convention is so weird on the Windows machine. Have they actually announced Windows 12? Isn't MSN like official with Microsoft? Yeah,
they're still going through the motions of getting Enterprise over to 11.
All right, so this was a week ago, and this was the evolution of Windows 12. So they are calling it Windows 12, and MSN is their official like news section.
Release date revealed. Really, I'm surprised. I didn't think they actually did announce it.
Oh shoot! You gotta be.
Let's say speculated 2024 release of Windows 12. Are you sure this is?
I mean, it's Microsoft's. I'm pretty sure Microsoft Start is official Microsoft powered.
Yeah, you're right. It is MSN.com.
Watching this YouTube video of a Microsoft product. I mean, is this really the new like Start thing? It looks like it's just in a VM. Like, everyone's like, we gotta do rounded edges because Apple had an opinion.
Yep. All because of that.
Like, why is Lenovo getting advertisement? They're not paying anybody. Oh wait, hold on here. That was interesting. That was an interesting screen. Hold on. They're gonna be having a light version an SE, Enterprise, Home, and Pro. Like, they're going back to the Home and Pro separation. You would think they just had, like, the one. I wonder what SE is. That supposed to be Special Edition or School Edition or something?
I bet you Lite is what all the laptops are going to come with.
All those, like, laptops that have, like, the HP, like, the high-performing cores and stuff.
Or just like the pre-built, the ones where they have to put in an OS, but they want to buy them.
Oh,
in
you can
bulk, so
skip
they
the
do, like,
activation
cheapest
key.
version.
Oh boy, like standard features. Somehow that we just lose features over time because boomers keep existing and the Zoomers don't know how the technology works.
We've already passed the tech golden era.
Yeah, where people were actually like
We have
growing up
all
and
the
learning
options and
tech and like
control.
seeing all the changes and slowly growing with them. And now everyone's like, oh crap, we have all these techniques. We have to like roll back.
Yep. Now you get all that control ripped away from you.
I mean, look at all
People
these
aren't
fancy
allowed to have any
animations
of
here.
that.
Oh, talking about animations, Mental Outlaw did a video about the Nemesis website getting taken down off the dark web. I don't know anything about it, but it's just like it was one of those websites, and it's like, oh, it got taken down by the German Federal Police, and it was funny because the German Federal Police had like an animation for a QR code, and it was like a little like spaceship, like with like the German police symbol on it. It like looked like a Batwing looking symbol, and I guess that's a part of the boot up is like your manufacturer of the laptop is now involved in your. But it was just like a little like thing, like a little gift that flies across the screen, shoots and puts out the QR codes. Like, yeah, that's your German money, taxpayer dollar going to usage at its height when they have enough time to make that because their websites are taken out. Oh wait, hold on here. Go back to that Wi-Fi settings things. Look at this. A Vivo. What the heck is a? Isn't Vivo? I know Xiaomi, that's Chinese, and Oppo, that's also Chinese. Is this from like the Chinese Microsoft store? And like, why are these Wi-Fi connections? Aren't these
I mean,
the
that's just
Oppo Find? Is that a Wi-Fi connection?
It's just a phone.
Yeah, that would be the phone. But why is the Oppo Find? Is that? I'm guessing that's also a phone. Why are these two phones Wi-Fi connections available to this machine? And what's a Realme? I'm guessing that's also. I guess these are all phones. Why are these phones producing Wi-Fi signals for this example?
Hotspots.
Yeah, but for the
They're
example, it's not like generic
know.
Wi-Fi, like generic office Wi-Fi or something.
I mean, they've got one of those in there, didn't they? Or were they literally all phones?
I'm pretty sure those were all phones. I'm pretty sure they're all
those are
Chinese manufactured phones. I guess isn't
Maybe
Vivo
people
also
use
Chinese?
hotspots a lot in China.
I guess it must
Give
have
it a
been, must have been done by the Vivo is a Japanese brand. Wait, no, that's no, that's not what I'm looking for. Vivo Pro. Let's try this. Vivo Pro. Android smartphone. Who is the manufacturer? Like, who's the parent company? Or is it just called Vivo? Where the headquarters? Wiki. HTC? No, it's a Vibe. What the heck? No. What is this? Why can't I get what I want? No, I want Vivo. Let's try this again. All right, yeah, Vivo is Chinese. That's right. There we go. So all those were Chinese phones.
As is Oppo, yep.
And I'm pretty sure the Realme is also, Chinese brand. So this must have been done by the Chinese Windows staff. Like, we got to give those guys some work. Let's make them set up the next Windows for us. And then they're trying to go with this minimalized. Look at that taskbar at the bottom. That's not a taskbar. That's that's a Apple product. That's like, we want to become Apple. Like, why we don't need to become Apple. You don't need to do it.
I mean, they really want that environment that Apple has. After all, Apple has captured a huge market with these people who think Mac is premium.
And then next thing they know, they're going to get rid of the grid snapping, like the quintessential feature that like actually makes using Windows viable. It's snapping to a grid. The
I'm
expectations.
still annoyed at what they did with the taskbar. It's so bad.
Yeah, like, why would you get rid of features? Like, why are we trying to devolve our products?
Well, the main reason is because they can. And that's what they want. And we don't have a say in it.
Why did we keep
'Cause
letting people who should not be? Oh, was I streaming on Discord this
Yeah.
whole time?
Oh, I don't know about Discord, but you're streaming on oh yeah,
You know, I wonder why I was having such performance issues.
Does it still stream even if no one's watching? Because I mean, I haven't been watching or anything.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Crazy.
Because it's in a voice channel.
Real quick,
Oh,
so I looked
suddenly,
it up.
I was going to say, suddenly when I did that, my computer just went a lot quieter.
Well,
Anyways, you were saying?
apparently 2 streams is your limit. So it says, according to my sources who are familiar with these plans, Microsoft now, and this is coming from some LiveWire article, so who knows? But it says Microsoft now intends to ship major versions of Windows Client every 3 years, with the next release currently scheduled for 2024, 3 years after Windows 11. So that's their intention. I do see some stuff that's having skepticism about it actually releasing in 2024. But it does look like that seems to be the official plan, yeah.
At some point, they're just going to have to realize that they can't just keep taking out features. And they're just going
They
to
will until there's massive community backlash and they lose money. But until they lose money, they're going to keep doing it. Really, what I want to see, something that has bugged the heck out of me. And I don't know, maybe you've experienced this before, but the limit for file paths in Windows is 250 something characters, 256 or something.
Yeah, I'm aware.
That has, and for issues that, for reasons that you understand better than most people, but that has hit me so many times. It is unbelievable how I run into this issue almost every week. 260 characters. That's for the whole path, mind you. You can, instead of like just the file name or folder name or whatever, and that's the issue. Things break down in Windows to the point where if you have programs that happen to create file paths that are that long, which they can, you suddenly cannot delete the file, or you can't move the file, or you can't copy the file. Like, it just becomes a dead file where you now have to pull up. You're like, you either have to write a script to get rid of it, or you have to open up like PowerShell or something and actually like navigate to the file and delete it that way. It's really wild how jank that is.
And why, like, we can't get some workaround?
It's, you just know that this junk is like something that has followed them since like the beginning of the OS, like since MS-DOS era. There's no other reason to have limited something to like, what is that, a byte in a few characters more?
Those old Windows days,
saving
back from the DOS.
Saving a whole couple bytes every path is really going to save modern systems. You could have literally no limit and it would make no difference to any modern computer made. And we can even go beyond modern, any computer made in the last 20 years. Our Pentium 4 would be okay.
It's also kind of funny to think about, just in general, how that's from the DOS days, but it never got remade for the newer systems. Like, that feature never got made into like a spot where it can be more dynamic or anything.
I can only assume it's for compatibility. They're like terrified because that's kind of how a lot of these things are kind of creeping on the modern system, is because it's like they're scared to change it because some enterprise company out there somewhere has hard-coded a bunch of 260 character limits, and if Windows changes it, suddenly their stuff breaks.
At some point, it's just going to be like, we can't support anymore. We literally don't have the people. We'll hire them as contractors. No, they're dead or retired. We're talking like 90-year-olds over here. Like, they don't exist. I don't even know the guys. The guys who hired me didn't even know those guys because they already retired. We're 2 generations down from the people who started working on this stuff. We have to change it because we don't know what it works anymore.
Frankly, I just hope they change it because they really need to add corrections like this into the new OS instead of these like UI redesigns, because that's all they're giving us. It's like, oh, yeah, here's Windows 11. You get a whole bunch of UI you didn't ask for, and none of the fixes you wanted.
It also looks like Mac. Also, Apple is our inspiration. We want to be like Apple and not distinct and unique to our own thing. And then, yeah, we want them
they're definitely inching closer and closer to like Mac status. Like, you give them a couple years, they're gonna be like, we've created our brand new design, and like unironically, they're gonna think they're unique, but it's literally just Mac copy and pasted.
Just like how Apple like slowly adopts Android features.
But I know how it's gonna go with their like board meetings and stuff. No one's gonna be like, let's just copy Mac. They're not gonna do it that quickly. They're gonna be like, hey, let's Let's make some rounded edges. Let's make our X, downsize, minimize. Let's make all of that just 3 dots. None of them are gonna like allude to it being Apple or Mac, but it's gonna be that.
Have you done this Windows 10? You can remove the limitation by modifying a registry key.
Okay, so there are a lot of caveats with this.
Yeah, what is
Oh
that?
my god, is there a lot of caveats? Although I do consider I see I run into this issue not on the Windows 10 OS. I run into it on a server OS. And
Yeah.
so I don't know how that interacts on that OS, but I do know there's a lot of caveats, and I remember it explicitly not actually helping.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, you can see there on that top comment by
Yeah.
Raymai97, it's already pointing out at least one issue. And I don't remember the specific issues that I had, but when I had done it, it actually did cause quite a few different things which just weren't working, is what it was, rather than crashes or anything. It was more like functionality just ceased.
You believe that? 2017, 2019.
Yeah, no, this is an
2020.
issue that I have been following for quite a while. I've opened up this exact page many times.
Oh, you're like, oh, I know all these comments.
I do. Like, we're going through things like, oh yeah, I read that not too long ago.
Wait, is that your comment right there? From
I didn't
2021 or
comment.
something?
It definitely would be if I did.
In the Microsoft section the learned that section of Microsoft, pretty decent. But like
It is.
the
It
Windows,
actually
the Microsoft form thing, that god awful. They just like send you someone with like a stock answer, like, please reach out to some Microsoft support. It's like, no, bitch. Stack Overflow has the answer. I'm looking at it right here. It's like, as a Microsoft employee, I can't actually help you out with that. It's like,
Yo.
how do you get paid for this? I'm outsourced and I'm an intern.
Honestly, I've seen some of them be like volunteers. And it's like, who is volunteering on Windows forums? Why?
I guess that they maybe can think of that as a way to get themselves a little more resume material than not.
No one goes to Windows forums. If you're a developer and you bring that up and then the interviewer doesn't know, then that's really just a flag to like not go there. No one uses Windows or the Microsoft forums because they're garbage. Like you said, they always end up being, oh, we can't actually help you with that, or let me get back to you. And then it's like they just talk in DMs or something afterwards.
Oh, neat. A PowerShell. I love PowerShell updates. Honestly, I feel like more confident when I do things in a PowerShell. Like things actually changing and getting updated properly. Yeah, it's like the NVIDIA drivers thing.
Yeah, look at that top comment though on that post you were just looking at, the one where you were looking at the PowerShell comment or PowerShell thing. Each application has to declare that it's long path aware. So like, even if you and this is why a lot of things just didn't work, is because even if you activate it, you're still not guaranteed that every application will work with it.
Soon.
I don't know. I might give it another try and spend time debugging it, because I'll go into detail later with you on exactly how this has hit me. But anyways, I'm really disappointed I haven't seen it being fixed. This like glaringly obvious thing, and yet it's still just everything's. I don't get it. At least give us something good, when we do these upgrades.
One of these days, just one of these days. As to why this exists, Microsoft doesn't consider it a priority and values backwards compatibility over advancing their OS. As if 2014.
Yeah, 2014. Yeah, we're talking. This thing has been lingering.
Yeah, even the guys who are like, ancient, remembering the DOS days, are just like, I remember that issue. I never had that issue until 2023.
You can definitely feel like the passive aggressiveness, though, in what they said. It's like they value backwards compatibility over advancing their OS.
Short path names can be disabled in the registry. Oh yeah, the NVIDIA driver thing. I gotta wonder if it's actually just better to try to like get the NVIDIA drivers from a PowerShell script that tries to download them, install them for you behind the scenes in a service style. I have gotten Chatboy to attempt helping me make that script, but I never got around to testing it. I mean, it seems doable.
An API for that?
I think it was just using curl. It was just going, they'll straight up curl to the, or whatever Microsoft's curl for PowerShell usage is, or WebGit or something. It's kind of like curl, there's a WebGit. WebGit. What is better? Stack Overflow. 9 years ago. Lovely. Programming, you should use curl. Has a nice API and available for most languages. GNU WebGit. It's a package retrieving file system. So yes, one of those. I actually think I still have that script somewhere. Where? I don't know. I think it was just existing on my machine. I just have like random PowerShell scripts that just exist sometimes. Oh, hey, PS1 scripts. Well, it's not in that folder, so I don't know where it is. Oh, well, I'll have to generate a new one. But anyways, on that note, I think that's a good place to go ahead and stop the stream. And then tomorrow will be more grounded.